What's up, guys? My name is Section from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite Season 1, Episode 12. So in the last episode, we got a couple things happening that I guess that is leading towards Ayano Koshi kind of being the mastermind behind it all. But I don't know why. I don't know why he would do these things, so I don't know if he's actually the mastermind or he is, and his IQ is just so impressively high that I have no way to comprehend how he did it or why. So for instance, like the fire that got started, definitely think it's Ayano Koshi because the I can't remember her name, but the blue hair girl's face was shocked as if she was not prepared for the fire to be starting, and Ayano Koshi seemed kind of in the know. Then that leads me to the underwear type thing. Like he didn't seem like he knew about it, or at least did he? I don't know. I feel like the only time he was actually surprised in the whole underwear situation is when the other dude gave it to him to keep and then, you know, reinforced the idea of a pat down. So maybe Ayano Koshi was the one that stole it. But both that and the fire caused discourse between the group. So like, why? And then there's also the thing about Horikita was very sick. And she feels even worse now because she just got rocked by the blue-haired girl. I don't know. I'm guessing this whole thing's going to wrap up now because this is the season finale. So, I mean, it should. So without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure to support the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh yeah, she stole the card for some reason.
Ibuki here. I've acquired Class D's card as directed.
What?
Yes, I see. We'll meet up there in a bit.
But she's part of Class C.
A's final score will be 544 points.
Oh gosh. Can you run those numbers by me again? I had trouble with everything. Oh, she's awake.
You're finally awake, Horikita. You have to drop out.
Do it.
I'll figure out a way to deal with Ibuki and the stolen card.
If we want to reach Class A,
Don't obsess about that. It doesn't matter.
Use patience, okay? You don't only get to Class A in one semester, right?
if I had friends, we could have carried the card in shifts. But I don't. No one in class cares about me.
Yeah, I do. Oh, pressure point? Pressure point.
I'll do it alone if I must.
No.
You'll be able to do it alone.
You can't do it
I
alone.
hate to be the one to tell you this, but you aren't strong enough. If you can't win the battle alone, then look for others who can help. I'll be one of those people.
That's not like you.
I mean, he's helped from ever since. And she's passed out. Hey, if she resigns, can the leader be switched?
Horikita,
Because they said like
what happened?
certain circumstances, right?
She's had a bad fever and she just passed out because of it.
Okay.
She needs to be somewhere she can rest.
I heard that Horikita dropped out of the test.
Ibuki's gone missing too. Do you think she was responsible for the arson after all?
But why would she be? I mean, what would that even accomplish?
You have to ask that question?
What this tells me is that Ibuki infiltrated our ranks to find out who our leader was. I think it's safe to assume she's the one who took the underwear.
Why would
too.
she do that?
Why are you guys asking why? It's a Dodoy moment.
Concerned with now is tomorrow, when they name our leader
Kind
and
of.
we lose those points. It won't take long for people to start blaming each other.
Yeah, it might devolve into a bit of a witch hunt.
I thought this exam would give us the chance we needed to bring our class together.
Is he
I thought
turning
that
into
we
Harvey
could
Dent?
unify
Like,
and do our best.
he's
That might
breaking.
help
His
forge
character's
bonds
breaking.
between all of us.
I have a little favor to ask of you.
Oh, he's so confident. Oh, I can't wait until he gets smacked in the face by reality.
Write down on this form who you suspect the other class leaders are.
That makes sense.
Gosh, she's so nice. It makes me not want to trust her.
Right. All remaining classes are here. I formally declare the test
Class C.
complete.
You wouldn't say goodbye without me, would you?
What's Ryuan doing here?
What the frick has he been doing this whole time?
You helped Class A earn over 500 S points. Allow me to offer a hand in gratitude
Oh my
for your
goodness.
hard work.
Just wait.
This is a bold plan you've conceived. Very risky.
And it's the only way I'll apply myself. The school can shove its test. I absolutely abhor hard work.
Yet you stayed in the forest for a whole week?
Class C would buy and transfer 200 S points worth of goods to Class A. And I would give any information
Okay.
Class C collected on the other class leaders to Katsuragi.
And then what'd you get in return?
I need you to show me a photo of their key card.
Okay,
That will
that's
give me
why
the
she
card
stole it.
itself.
All right.
You must really hate Katsuragi, am I right?
Oh my gosh.
I was working with Saki Yanagi's faction from Class A, too. One of the guys in that camp was intentionally abusing a spot on the island to reduce his own class's points. Class A's leader is Yahiko Totsuka.
I knew it. The only
B's
guy next to him.
is Chihiro Shiranami.
Okay.
D's Suzune Horikita. Class A will only gain a paltry 170 points from this test.
Dang, it's a lot less than what he guessed.
I will reveal the results of the special examination. Coming in last, Class C with 0 points.
What?
Next, in third
What?
place, Class A with 120 points. Finally, in first place, Class D with 225 points.
How? Oh my gosh, Ayano Koshi, please explain how this happened.
How could that have happened?
Listen, hard to get done. I'm in the same boat as you are. Not literally, but like figuratively. I get the whole like maybe Class D thing. Like he probably took control of the leadership when Horikita was like
You
no
better tell me exactly what's going on.
longer able to be the leader.
It all played out more or less the way I expected it would.
Then Class A is going to be unstoppable. Katsuragi's
Uh-oh.
here, so I better hang up.
This faction between the people on Class A is horrible.
Hey, remember the first day, what the teacher told us? She said to keep in mind, anything in this school can be bought with points.
Yes.
Yeah.
By Class A.
You can be in any class you want.
Absolutely.
If you pay the price.
But why would you go any less?
I figured it out. The reason they got that high score, and why our score ended up being 0.
Motherfreaking Ayano Koshi. You changed it?
What the?
Atta
What's your
boy.
name doing on it?
Just before the test ended, I had Class D's leader changed. Our leader's health was failing. That's as good a reason as any.
Yep.
I knew Ibuki was a spy, so I destroyed her digital camera.
Oh my
That meant
gosh.
she would have to steal the keycard itself, which would be much harder than taking a picture of it. I promised to give you Sakura's email address, but you've got to do something for me. I got you to show me your card while Ibuki was watching.
Okay. Oh, right. So I gave him a little leeway. A little, because doing that for an email, really?
Then I started the fire to throw the camp into chaos, giving Ibuki the opening she needed to escape.
So basically, you were just an accomplice to Ibuki this whole time.
And as for Class C, I was well aware that Ryuan had never actually left the island.
How?
When we went to pay Ryuan a visit,
The stupid
he had a
walkie-talkie?
two-way radio on the table next to him.
Okay.
If Ryuan was indeed still in contact with Ibuki that way, it meant he still had to be on the island. After that, I was certain that Ryuan was Class C's leader.
I can't figure out what motivates you. Why do you do it?
There she is!
Winning?
Horikita!
Don't tell me that he made her the reason.
We heard that you're the only reason Class D won this thing.
Oh, that's why he pulled her Hirata to the side. Hey.
Horikita sure is popular, huh? I really do hate her. Because for better or for worse, she has nothing to hide. If you had to make a choice, like who you would be with, you would choose Horikita, wouldn't you?
No, I feel like he would be with himself. As much as I wanted to be Horikita, I doubt it. Maybe in the theater. Is that the teacher?
First, please allow me to congratulate you. Icarus's wings.
What about him?
Icarus wanted to fly in order to be free. But he only did it because his father taught him how to make the wings and take flight. That man who called me,
You just
who
ruined the
I'm
whole pack.
sure you figured out by now is your father, said
Unless it was empty.
someday Kiyotaka will choose to leave the school of his own accord. Poor little Icarus. What will your next move in our little game be?
I've been looking all over for you.
Okay.
Oh, it's you again. What do you want this time?
Are you trying to use me as some kind of cover?
Absolutely.
Kita, remember what I said to you a long time ago? I told you that you need allies. But Horikita, I've never considered you an ally. Not even for a second.
Oh, what?
People are nothing but tools to me. All of them. I don't care what I have to do to win. And in the end, I'm going to win. That's all that matters.
All right, so my thought of them ever getting together has now been crushed under 1,000-pound ton whatever weight. I'm done. I quit. Oh, okay. So basically the contract that him and the guy from Class A made was that, hey, if I got all the leaders' names to you and all that stuff, if I did all that stuff and bought the things for you, you and everyone in Class A will transfer 20,000 points to me directly each month. Basically, this guy just made a big investment. Gosh, Ryuji is ridiculously smart. Like, in the very beginning, I was like, okay, maybe this dude's kind of a meathead. Like, maybe he is kind of like the guy that just like forcefully goes through things. I didn't really look at him as a strategist until possibly the island scenes. Like, ever since day 1 or day 2 of this whole island stuff, like, he has been a great like thinker. So again, Ayano Koshi does something to completely screw over Class A and Class C and end up making Class D a superior person yet again. Class B is just sitting there just idly by. Like, they could just stay Class B while Class D becomes Class A, and then Class A becomes Class C, and then Class C becomes Class D. Or maybe A becomes D. I don't know. There's that tension between the two sides in Class A, I feel like will be their undoing. Like, there's a huge war in Class A, and I feel like it's not even close to getting resolved. Like, I don't think it's ever going to get resolved until like one of those leaders like goes. And then so in the end, Ayano Koshi knew Ibuki was a spy, and he was basically doing everything that he could to have Ibuki succeed, so that in the end she would give the wrong name to Class D or Class C and Class A, and then he would switch the names at the very end. The last thing I'll say, Ayano Koshi's feelings towards people in general is hilarious, because near the beginning of the season and so on, I felt as though maybe Ayano Koshi and Horikita could become a thing. I don't know, they had this sort of like tension that I feel like even the short hair girl was kind of like commenting on it. And the longer the season went on, the less I thought it was going to happen. There's still like a little inkling of, hey, maybe he'll drop his guard on her, maybe. But the ending of this kind of crushed it, to where basically he is saying he has no allies. He has no people he can trust. Everyone is just tools to bettering himself, or tools to win in the end, and winning is all that matters. So knowing Ayano Koshi, I have little to no doubt that he will win everything. The only problem I have is when he's talking to the girl teacher, or the Class D teacher, she explains that did she say the dad? Something like that. She basically said that he said that Ayano Koshi is going to leave the school on his own accord. And Ayano Koshi doesn't believe it, and that's cool. But I don't know. I feel like it's a very strange thing for that guy to say if he wasn't like 100% sure. So from now on, I'm basically going to be looking to see what causes Yanokoshi to leave. So as of right now, he is dedicated to winning this game. Is it a game, getting to Class A? I don't know, but he's just focused on winning. So to see him drop out of the school is something which would admit defeat, which is something I don't see him doing. I don't know, but that was season 1. Looking forward to season 2. I think season 2 came out just a couple months ago. But that was my reaction to Classroom of the Elite season 1 episode 12. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.